Lord forgive me for this trap shit. Sergeant Smack make it backflip. Telly Hank with the action. With the vital speaking Spanish. Frank Matthews, how I vanish. Poof. Came back like I'm King Tut. Gold BBS is on a beamer. When Fat Cat was 10 queens up. Ball off the profit, not the re-up. Fly like Puerto Rican Jesus. Uptown like I'm Baby May. Just caught a touchdown from the Bay.
It's a story almost too preposterous to be true. The FBI translator who runs off to the Middle East to marry the terrorist she was tracking from the Detroit FBI field office.
Yo, we back. It's your boy Popalot. Mobb. Now, this is the part where I'm confused a little bit because I don't know if we're going to Detroit, I don't know if we're going to Germany, or I don't know if we're going to Syria. But y'all know how I do it. Not only do I bring y'all the street legends, I bring y'all these wild stories. And we got a wild one today. And the person that we're going to be talking about is going to be a guy by the name of Deso Dogg Cuspert. Or if you want to be technical about that, we're going to say Abu Talha al-Armani. But I'm just going to call him Deso Dogg. Now, a brief rundown on bruh. He was an up-and-coming rapper from Germany that would go on to join ISIS and become their main propaganda guy or their main dude on promo when they're releasing promo videos. Now, early on, he would make his traction in the music business right around 2002 or like the mid-2000s. And he was reportedly a member of a criminal street gang known as the 36 Boys. He would go on to quit music in 2010 and join ISIS. Now, according to reports, he would leave Germany in 2002 for Egypt and eventually Syria, where he would go on to fight with jihadist anti-government forces in the Syrian civil war. He would go on to be killed by the United States government on January 17th, 2018. But believe it or not, none of that is the interesting
Thanks
part.
for being with us for the news at 11. It's all true, and only now, after this woman returned to the United States and spent 2 years in prison, is a story coming out.
It really does read like something off the bestseller list. Mara McDonald live at the Federal Building downtown tonight, and that's where this story of international intrigue begins, Mara.
Devin, Daniela Green had top secret clearance. She would come down here to the FBI Detroit field office every day and assist in tracking a notorious ISIS terrorist until the day she walked out of here and ran to the Middle East to marry him. This is Daniela Green today, out of prison, her face obscured for safety reasons. She refused to speak with CNN, who broke this story wide open, because she fears for her family's safety. Back in 2014, Daniela was assigned to the FBI's Detroit field office as a contract translator.
Every field office in the FBI has translators. There's a huge contingent here in Detroit.
Andy Arena is the former FBI special agent in charge of the Detroit field office, who now heads the Detroit Crime Commission. He did not know her or supervise her. Green was here using her German skills to help track this man. A known ISIS terrorist who happens to be a German national and rapper. His name is Dennis Cuspert, but he goes by Abu Tahal al-Amani. And Green fell under his spell over Skype.
Can't make this up. I mean, you couldn't write a script for a television, for a Lifetime movie.
Green, who was married at the time, walked out of the Detroit field office, told her colleagues she was going to visit family in Germany, but instead flew to the Middle East and got into Syria and Cuspert's arms, marrying him, a man who on video proudly held the severed head of an ISIS victim. Within days, Green realized her terrible mistake, sending a series of emails like this one, quote, "I am in a very harsh environment, and I don't know how long I will last here, but it doesn't matter. It's all a little too late." 30 days later, Green managed to get out of Syria and back to the United States, where she was immediately arrested. Court records show she cooperated fully with the FBI and was given a 2-year sentence. And only now is her story becoming public.
These guys are
unbelievably adept at using social media to lure in people to be terrorists. So from that standpoint, they're very good at it. But I mean, to lure somebody into, romantically, I'm just stunned.
Back here live. So, those who know Green, what do they say about her? Do they think that she was a terrorist sympathizer? The answer is uniformly no, although they do say she was hopelessly naive. We are live downtown tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Yeah, it's a mind-boggling story, all right,
Breaking now
Mara.
on CNN, a German rapper who joined ISIS has been killed in a U.S. airstrike. CNN terrorism analyst Paul Crookshank joins me right now with some of the details. Paul, who is he and what happened?
Hey, Brooke, hi. We're learning from a U.S. official that a prominent German ISIS propagandist who was once a rapper in Berlin was killed in a U.S. strike on his vehicle while he was traveling in Syria earlier this month. The ISIS recruit, the German recruit, was known as Dennis Cuspert. He once had the rapper named Deso Dogg in Berlin, but he was converted to Islam, he was radicalized, and in 2012 he joined ISIS in Syria. He's since then appeared in many ISIS videos, including one where he was holding a decapitated head. He's been a big propagandist for ISIS in Syria, luring Western recruits to the group. So this is a big intelligence success, it appears, to the United States in taking out this key propagandist, this key recruiter inside Syria.
So taken out by a U.S. airstrike, just quickly, 20 seconds, how this has just happened.
It appears this may have happened a couple of weeks ago. There was a post from a resident of Raqqa that he might have been killed a couple of weeks ago, but we're now able to confirm from U.S. officials that he was indeed killed, Brooke.